Hey guys, ADHD here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build block for block this awesome Herobrine zombie with Axe House. Basically, the reason why I'm doing this video is it seems familiar to another video I did a while ago, and that is actually my Herobrine Rising from the Dead build that I made a long time ago. That one's actually doing really well right now, as well as the Ender Herobrine as well. So a lot of new people are here, and a lot of you guys have been requesting another Herobrine build, and here you go. I decided to do this one because I wanted to go with more of a traditional zombie, not the green type zombie with Herobrine, and also have him given an axe instead of a sword, because a sword's cool, but an axe is much more like a big hatchet, is much more gruesome and more of like a horror movie type weapon than a sword is. So I went with this one. I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this, like I said, block for block. So we're going to get started with it right now, and I have some other builds coming, as you guys can see down there, and something to do with a certain horror movie doll that you guys have been requesting as well, coming out as well. But anyway, guys, I'll also be linking down below every single Herobrine build I have down below, so if you're new here, feel free to check that out. But anyway, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're about to get started right now, and as always guys, if at any point during this video you feel like I'm going too fast, you can always pause or rewind the video at any point in order to catch up. But I'm going to be going super slow, going block for block, so that way you guys do not miss it. So you should have no problem, but just in case, there's always that option, do not forget. So for this build, you're going to need white terracotta, red terracotta, cyan concrete, bone block, block of diamond, brown concrete, pink concrete, and snow, or white concrete. It really doesn't matter, but snow is like the whitest blocks. We're gonna use that for his eyes. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So starting off here, we're gonna need to get that cyan concrete out, and we're gonna start with the straight row of 8 concrete going to the right. All right, so just like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, just like that. So that's what we're gonna start our thing off right now with, is a straight row of 8 cyan concrete. So make sure you have that, and we're gonna be working from left to right just like that. Okay guys, and after that, what you're going to do is you're going to do a straight row of 6 concrete, cyan concrete on top of that row. So just follow along with me. We'll just do 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So from the floor it should be a total, from the floor it should be a total of 7, but we just added 6. Now what we're gonna do is we're still gonna be building along this, but we're gonna start working on his V-neck shirt style design. So it's gonna be 3 cyan three cyan concrete, 1 2 3, then a space of 2, 1 2, then 3 cyan concrete, 1 2 3, and our next row is gonna be 2 cyan concrete, 1 2, a space of 4, just like this, and then 2 cyan concrete at the end here. And then just go ahead and fill that little dipping area right there with our white terracotta, just like that. So as you see, we have Herobrine's chest done right there, and now we're gonna be adding to that. So here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna go and work on his right arm. All you're gonna do is take your cyan concrete up here on top, and from the left, or sorry, the left here on the side of this block, we're gonna be working to the right, just like this. So it's gonna be 1 cyan concrete, then 3 red concrete. It's gonna be some of the blood. So 1 2 3. Then now we're gonna go down 1 row. So basically working straight down to the floor here, guys. This next one's gonna be 2 cyan concrete, 1 2, and then 2 red concrete, 1 2. Then the next row down here, it's gonna be 3 cyan concrete, 1 2 3, and 1 red concrete over here. Boom. Then in our next row, it's gonna be a straight row of 1 cyan concrete all the way across this, just like this. Boom. Then after that, it's going to be a straight row of white terracotta, just like this. Boom. Then after that, we're going to do 1 more row, but we're actually going to be adding to it, but we'll do that next. So what you can do is just go ahead and do the cyan concrete, or the white terracotta, 1 more row, just like this. And then bring that row out, just like this. 1, just like that. Oops, just like this. Okay. And on the left and the right side, I want you to bring it down 3 with the white terracotta. 1, 2, and 3. And the same thing on this side. 1, 2, and 3. And then let's go ahead and connect both those two from the bottom, just like that. Boom, boom. And then take out your bone block, and on the top, on the left side, you're going to place 2 bone blocks, just like this. But you want to place them this way, so it kind of looks like the bone marrow, like that. And then like this. And then we just remove those blocks. You just have to build it against the block, so that way it comes out that direction. And then on the bottom block right here, go ahead and place 1 red concrete. And on top of that, try and get another bone block to be placed in the right way. So we have to put something behind it real quick, just like this, and boom. And then remove those. Alright, so now we have that arm almost done, and this is going to eventually start leaking into the ground, adding the blood over there, as you can see, but we'll worry about that when we get there. So, on this right side right here, go ahead and take your white terracotta and fill in this little gap right here, this 3-block gap, just like this. Okay, so now we have this side of his body done. Now we still have to do his left side, and then we're going to close everything up in the back a little bit later, but we'll do that, yeah, we'll do that last. Or actually, we'll do that next, because we'll just get things out of the way. So, here's what we're going to do now, guys. We're going to actually work on the side right here. So come to his right side, just like this. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to work up. We're going to go back a total of 4 blocks with the white terracotta. So come to the right side right here and go back by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then take that up until you get to the same height to where his shirt stops, just like this. Starts, I mean, with the white terracotta. All the way until it gets to right where his shirt is. And then once you get there, that's when we're going to switch things up a little bit. And that's going to be like this. It's going to be 1 row of 4 cyan concrete. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next row is going to be another 4 cyan concrete. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then the next row is going to be 1 red concrete. Then 3 cyan concrete. 1, 2, and 3. Then the next row on top is going to be 2 red concrete. 1, 2. And then finish that row up with 2 cyan concrete. 1 and 2, just like this. Now you have this side of his arm done. Looks a little weird right now, guys, but once you add everything else, it'll start to look more normal. Now over here on the left side, what we're going to do is you're going to go up all the way with just cyan concrete, because we're going to add his arm on top of there anyway. So this is just his shirt. So all cyan concrete, a total of 4 blocks, just like this from the front. And you're just going to take that all the way up till you get to the top. And you're just doing that with the all cyan concrete. Not a very hard build, it's all as you can tell. It's really simple build and fun as heck to build. So we have that all the way done. Now what I want you guys to do is take these top corners out and bring them out by 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then from the bottom of those blocks we just started right now, go down 2 rows. Actually, 1, 2, and on the third one, you're gonna do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is what you should have basically on the left side now. Now go ahead and connect all of those from the tops, just like this. And the sides, just like that. And once you have those all connected, just go ahead and fill in every single side. You're going to fill in the top with the cyan concrete. You're going to fill in the bottom and the front right here. The front, we're going to remove this later so you have more walking area. But for now, just go ahead and fill this in so you don't have to try to remember what to, leave spaces and stuff. So just fill all of this in. And the back, just like that, and boom. So now we're done with the side. Oh, shoot, forgot the side over here. Just like that. Fill this in. Okay, almost done here. We're not completely done. We're almost done with his body, and then we can go to the next part. So for his body, the next part we're going to do is his arm. So for his arm, you're going to get back out your white terracotta, and here's how we're going to do it. On the left side here, we're going to go ahead and bring this one all the way out, a total of 8 blocks using our white terracotta. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, just like that. And then do the same thing over here on this side. I should match up with that one. Good. You're going to do the same thing over here. You're going to go to the right of where we just started. Go to the right 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And on that block, bring it out a total of 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then go straight down to the bottoms of these 2 rows and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Over here, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you guys know how I do it. I just go ahead and connect these just like this. And once you've done that, you can just go ahead and fill everything in. Like I said, you guys know how I do. I always do it like this because then you don't have to really like, oh, do this many blocks up here, this many blocks here. You can just fill everything in, and it saves a lot of time in the video and a lot of time from you having to concentrate on counting. So we just fill all of this in. Every time I forget sometimes that I built that Jeff the Killer down there, and sometimes when I'm building, I kind of just accidentally see it and I'm like, what the heck is that? And then I realize it's just Jeff. It's just Jeff the Killer. So now we're gonna fill this side in as well. And you may be seeing this arm being, wow, this does not look like a zombie's arm. This arm looks like a zombie arm, but this just looks like a regular guy's arm. Well, we're not done yet, okay? We're going to add some damage to this too, but we're going to do that next. So next what we're going to do is come to the back right here. You should have this big gaping backside now, just like this. And what you're going to go ahead and get your concrete scion out. And you're going to come to where his front shirt starts. And you're going to go back and forward all the way to the other arm right here. And just fill this in with scion all the way up until you get to the same height as his arm over here on this side. So we're there now, and what we're gonna do now is continue all the way across so that way it matches the sleeve, if you see, just like that. Okay, so we're just gonna fill this in, continually filling it in like nothing ever happened, just like this. And once you've done that, we're gonna go ahead and get out our white terracotta and fill in this piece right here with white terracotta to finish up his arm, just like this. And boom. So now we have this side done, have this side done. Now let's come over here and work on his head. But what you want to do is first up, line up with the arm right here. So this is where his arm would be. We're going to fill this in with scion as well. So that way we have just the opening for his head. So you're going to fill this in with scion. Except for just in this little corner right here, I'd add one red. Just to kind of get that more of a good shape. And then fill the rest in with white scion concrete. Okay, so now we're done with his body. Let's add his head. And then from there we can go ahead and add everything else we need. Okay guys, so for his head we're gonna need to get our white terracotta, which we already have, and I would move this brown concrete a little closer so that we don't have to keep shifting, and then also the snow as well. And then this is just so we don't have to keep switching between things. This is all we're gonna need for his head. So we're gonna go on this corner right here. See where his arm starts, guys? This corner right here, you're gonna go to the right, a total of 8 with our white terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, just like that. And once you've done that, go ahead and bring that out one more row, just like this. And now we're building our first row of his face right here on the front of this row we just placed. So this side is going to be 2 white terracotta, 1, 2, 4 brown concrete, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then 2 white terracotta, 1, 2. And then the next row we're going to start on the left side here. It's going to be 2 white terracotta, 1 and 2. 1 brown concrete, 1. Then 2 white terracotta, 1, 2, 1 brown concrete, 1, and 2 white terracotta, 1, 2. Next row is going to be 3 white terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 2 brown concrete, 1, 2, and then finish that row up with 3 white terracotta, 1, 2, and 3. Then the next row is going to be 1 white terracotta, 2 snow blocks, 1, 2, 2 white terracotta, 1, 2, 2 snow blocks, 1, 2, and then 1 white terracotta. Perfect. Next row is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be 7 white terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then 1 red concrete. Now we're starting the big hemorrhage in his brain right there with 1 red concrete. Next row is going to be 1 brown concrete. Then 5 white terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then right here on the next block, you're going to place 1 red concrete as well. Next row is going to be a total of 6 brown concrete. Or sorry, 6 brown concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to be 1 pink concrete right there. Next row is going to be 5 brown concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 1 red concrete, just like this. Boom. So that's what the front of his face should look like. Now we're going to do the right side. We can get a little bit more of this hemorrhage done as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do on the right side now is take this white terracotta all the way back until it's 1 block off on the back here, just like this. So it should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks. So it hangs off by 1, just like this. And now we're going to do our rows one at a time, the same way we've been doing it, just like this. So the next row is going to be a total of 4 blocks of white terracotta, just like this. Or no, sorry, 5 blocks of white terracotta. My bad, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 2 brown concrete. 1, 2. And again, we're working left to right here. Then the next row is going to be the same exact thing, just like this. And then the next row is going to be a little bit different because we have a sideburn here now. We're going to do 1 white terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 2 white terracotta, 1, 2, 1 brown concrete, and then it's going to be, or sorry, no, 3 brown concrete, guys, sorry, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then our next row is going to be 1 white terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 2 white terracotta, 1, 2, and then the rest brown concrete. Then our next row, guys, is going to be just like this. It's going to be 1 red concrete, then brown concrete the rest of the way. Then the next row is going to be 1 pink concrete, then brown the rest of the way. Oops, not white. Brown the rest of the way. Then the next row, guys, is going to be a space right here. We're going to leave this right here blank. And then it's going to go 1 red concrete, then brown the rest of the way. Then right here in this corner, what I want you guys to do is just place a pink block right here, just like this. And boom, just like that. And that should be good. Perfect. Okay, so now once you've done that, we're going to come over here to the left side and do the same thing. Except for not with that over here. Just follow along with me. Alright, sorry, I was going to say the same exact thing, but then we just have like 2 messed up sides. It just look like somebody ripped some horns out of his head or something. I don't really want to do that. So we're just going to do just this side. So what you're going to do is take your white terracotta and do the same thing. Bring it all the way till it's off by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then the next row is going to be a total of 5 white terracotta going to the left. You literally can look at that side up until right here, and then we'll change things up. It's pretty much just all brown after that. But it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 2 brown concrete. 1, 2. Next row, the exact same thing. Next row, 1 white terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 2 white terracotta, 1, 2. Then 3 brown concrete. Next row, the exact same thing. And then this next row is going to be a total row of 3 straight brown concrete. Completely all the way up. Just 3 rows of just straight brown concrete, just like that. And then what I want you guys to do is come on the top here and just fill the rest of this in with brown concrete, just like this. Everything that's left all the way until we get to the back. So we're just filling this in entirely. Alright, it's almost there. And once we get done here, what you have to do is decide if you want to make this into a house. You could easily put like a window right here, or you know, something like that. If you want to, you can close it up though, which is what I'm going to do for this one. So I'm going to take the white terracotta and connect them. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the brown concrete, just connect them. But I'm going to take it all the way up. Right here is where you'd put your window if you wanted it to. But like I said, I'm going to close mine up because I want to keep this one more of like a classic design. So we're going to fill this in with the brown concrete. And boom, there we go. We have almost everything done, guys. Now we just need to add the axe, and then we're going to add some more of the blood effect in a little bit here. So let's get started on that axe. Okay, guys, so for the axe, you're going to need a few things. We're also going to need some red because we're going to have some blood stuff that's going to be happening. So we're going to need some spruce wood planks, oak wood planks, dark oak wood planks, block of diamond, cyan concrete, and red concrete. So go ahead and get that out, guys. That's what we're going to need for the next part. So coming over here to the left hand right here, what we're going to need to do is go not the first block, but the second block from the right. So just like that, we're going to get our dark oak wood planks, and on top we're going to place one. And then right here on the front of this block, we're going to place an oak plank. And then not oak plank, a spruce wood plank. And then in the center block right here, we're going to place an oak plank. Just like that. So we have this little V shape with the dark oak, and then spruce. And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do that same thing 2 more times. So spruce on top of that, then spruce, or sorry, not, dark wood oak on top of that, spruce right here, then oak. Dark oak, spruce, then oak. So it should be a total of 3 of these now, just like this. Now what you're going to do is do the same thing, but halfway this time. On top of this one, you're going to do dark oak, then you're going to do a spruce oak. So it should look just like this, guys. Not too complicated, but I just want you guys to see it. It looks like 3 little plus marks added to each other, just like that. And once you've done that, and that center one there, you're going to place a diamond, a block of diamond, just like that. So here's how we're going to do, guys. Follow along with me. Right here on top of this dark oak, you're going to place 1 diamond. Then on the right side of that, you're going to place 1 cyan concrete. And then you're going to go up 1 with 1 cyan concrete. Then you're going to go up to the left 1 with cyan concrete. Then go straight to the left 1 with a cyan concrete. Then you're going to go down diagonal to the left with a dark oak, just like this. Then straight to the left with a oak wood plank. Then straight down with a spruce wood plank. And then go directly to the left with a cyan concrete. 1, 2. And then you're going to go down to the left diagonal with a red concrete. And then with that, you're going to go straight down 1 red concrete. Straight to the right 1 with 1 red concrete. Straight down with 1 red concrete. Straight right. Straight down. Straight right. straight down, then straight right, and then straight above that block, you're gonna go ahead and place a block of diamond, and then straight to the right diagonal of that, or just straight right, you're gonna place one concrete, sound concrete, and then one straight up, just like that. That was kind of confusing, I know, guys, but that is what it should look like. So you can go ahead and replicate that if you want. If you have that wood part, you can go ahead and pause it if you need to. That's exactly what it should look like. And then for the rest of this, you're gonna fill it in with a block of diamond, just like this. Everything that's left is just gonna be a block of diamond. So now we have like this crazy axe wound one, which looks pretty awesome if you ask me. So now we're gonna add the blood effects, which is super easy as well. So let's go ahead and get started on that. My controller is super messed up, as you can tell, and it just like keeps, every time I let the controller go sit for a second, it just goes woo. See, my controller has a mind of its own. But I have another controller, but that one's getting charged right now. So on the axe, what you guys want to do is on this center one, you're gonna go ahead and go down as many as you want, however far you want your blood drop to be. Just go ahead and go down like these two center ones right here. You're gonna go down like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do one red concrete, and then remove all that. And then I would do another one right here on this second to last block in the bottom with the red. I go down like 4 or 3. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and then one red concrete. And then boom, now you have blood dripping. And then what you do is where that blood would land, you're just gonna remove like a random plot of land. There's no like exact how much land you should remove or how much you shouldn't remove. This is literally like a blood splatter. So I don't want you to copy mine, just make your own blood splatter. So that way everybody that builds this build has a slightly different build, because everybody's blood splatter will be a little bit different. So I just kind of made mine like that, and it doesn't have to be like that. Actually, I'm gonna make it a little bigger. It looks a little weird like that. But it doesn't have to be just like this. It can just kind of be something like this, as long as it looks decent. Okay, so boom, like that's mine right there. So you want to copy something kind of like that. Even try and get it more centered, because it's kind of a little messed up. I'm working on mine. But you can definitely work on it a little bit more. There you go. So this one has a little bit better. There you go. I actually like that one almost better than that one. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to add the blood around him as well. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to remove this block right here. You see where we did our arm and the bone is coming off right here? We're going to go ahead and remove this block. Or sorry, place that block, remove this block right below it. Just like that. And then we're going to start, again, same thing as I did before on that spot. You're just going to remove a random row around the build first off. And then after you've done that, you're going to go ahead and branch yourself out as much as you can. But do not copy me exactly once we get past this part. Because like I said, the reason I like to do like blood splatter or mud or stuff like that is so that everybody that builds it has a slightly different build. So now you can kind of see I'm kind of expanding the dirt, the blood area a little bit, making it a little bit bigger. But like I said, guys, do not copy me on this part, because it's just gonna, it'll make yours exactly the same as mine, which is, it's okay. I don't mind that. You can copy it completely. But if you do it like that, there's gonna be a lot of other people with the same exact build. And the reason, like I said, I add those kind of effects is just so everybody that builds it can like feel like theirs is a little bit different from everybody else's, which it is if you do it like this, because then it's like every single one is one of one. So we're almost done here, guys. I'm like almost done here. I'm like still talking a lot, but we're almost done. Once you've made your little gap around the whole build like I just did, you're just gonna fill that in with the red concrete. And again, you can do this however you want to. You can make it like, if you don't think this is enough, you can make like a huge puddle around them. If you want it even smaller, you can do that. But I think this is like a good amount. So I'm going to fill this in, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and once you've done that, we are officially done with the outside of this build. I think it looks absolutely awesome. So you can add your door wherever you want. You could add the door right here if you wanted to. You could add it on the side. I'm going to go and add mine over here on this left side over here. And I'm going to make it a little, thin door. I'm not going to do a full interior video, guys, right now. Just because a lot of people don't really want to do the interiors. Most people just love to build the outside of the build and then do the interior however they want. So, but I'll show you guys how I recommend you expand it, though, is by getting out some night vision, drinking that real quick because I can't see in here otherwise. So what I'd say you could do is right here you can't really do much, because normally when I do these style of builds, you have this whole arm you can go into and make room out of, but you can't really do that on this one because we're already there. What you can do, though, is you can come straight up here and you can remove the blocks in this arm. So you could expand it a little bit. Oops, messed up removed a little too much here. What you can do, though, is you can expand it on the arm there, and you have a little bit more living space as well. So Like right here, this could be an entire bedroom basically. As you can see right here, you can put a bed right here. You can put a chest behind it, then a bed right here. And then you can remove this even and put like a little chest. Another chest right there for storage, like a little small guest room. And then down here you can have your little living room area. And then right here in his head is where the master bedroom would be. You could just fill this in completely. Put a ladder that goes up to like right here maybe. And then boom, this is your master bedroom right here. Like I said, you can have a window right here. Heck, you can even put like some stained glass in his eyes and make that the window. There's a lot you could do. But that is actually it for this build, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new here, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Adios.